guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Lynch. Looking sideline, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Lynch. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Lynch. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. And it's not the punting unit, it's the offense that is out there. They're going to try to pick up the 1st. 4th down, here's Palmer. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The son Reddick in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Lynch. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Anderson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Lynch. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Lynch to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Toss play. This is Anderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They run it again with Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Lynch. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be taken at the 10. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, the spin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They go to Johnson again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Palmer, cool under pressure as he rallies his guys to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On first down, it's Palmer. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Palmer. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Palmer gets them set. 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. He'll buy some time right. Shane Ray. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They run. Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
They'll run. Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Flush to his right. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Flushed out right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On third down, Palmer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go now. Leopard.
To throw on third down. Lynch firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 3 there on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Broncos. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down. Anderson. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
No, check, Patriot! Like that,
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Lynch to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer rolling to his left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Watch it now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's
In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Palmer. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Now Palmer to throw. And that'll be caught by Gresham for a Cardinal touchdown. Jermaine Gresham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, Palmer. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Lynch finding Thomas there for the Bronco first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Lynch. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Another toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 3rd down, Lynch. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Lynch is going to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Green, 39, back 99, Philly, here we go. Set, blue, 99.
Throwing, Lynch. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Lynch to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Lynch to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Good. Black 99 Philly. Detroit.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A very solid gain of 27. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he'll get this one out to the... to the midfield stripe. Oh, Lynch gonna throw. Looking deep for Demarius. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking it.